So we have a couple of new CEOs in the group who may not know me just yet. So let me introduce myself. I'm Shamel Leonard. I'm the founder and creator of the Auto Dealer Business School and the Auto Dealer CEO Strategies Group, where my goal is to help you to become a six-figure or more earning auto dealer, where you are truly a CEO in your business, meaning your business is running without your interaction day to day whatsoever. So you are free to go and invest in your other endeavors or spend more time with your family or whatever it is you want to do additionally with your life, while at the same time providing quality vehicles to the public. Okay. So part of my mission here is, I understand it's not just about selling cars. I've been in this business for 7 years now, seven years. And I thought of originally, what's so hard about buying and selling cars? You buy a car wholesale, you mark it up, you sell it, you make a profit. But that's not exactly how it happens. It's a whole system to running a business. There are a lot of things that play into it being a sustainable and profitable business. And one of those things is having good credit as the owner of the business. So a couple of weeks ago, I did a talk about auto dealer funding, and I talked about how I was able to get funding for my business. And I shared with you that when I first started, I did not have good credit. And so my bond price was very high. And I almost did not open my dealership because I couldn't get a bond. But what I ended up doing was partnering with a friend of mine who allowed us to get a bond because she had a higher credit score. So then is when I learned that if you have a credit score of at least 680, then you get a good, you have more favorable situations for your business, and you can use more of your money to grow your business. Okay. So since I learned that, and since I have this community of people who are auto dealers and who want to be auto dealers, I said that it was probably a good idea to find someone to partner with to help you get the 680 credit score that you need if you don't already have that. No judgment. Okay. I didn't grow up in a household that talked about credit, that even made that as something that we needed to maintain. So these are all the lessons that I've had to learn as an adult. And if you didn't grow up in a household either that put an emphasis on credit, and so now you're going to learn more about credit. And something happened to our credit repair specialist. So I'm going to add her again. Hopefully it does not end this video. Let's see. Okay, you're back. Okay, so this is knowing more so we can do more, okay? And so I am bringing to the stage this auto dealer credit repair specialist who is partnering with the Auto Dealer Business School. Her name is Janita Jackson. I'm going to give her a chance to tell you who she is and how our program works. And then please do ask your questions, because this is supposed to help you. So there's no such thing as a dumb question. Ask whatever you feel you need to know to move your credit score up. Okay.
We're back, right?
We are back. Okay. I'm like, is Mercury in retrograde? What is going on with the connection?
Oh my gosh. So we're getting ready. You said that when we came back, I needed to introduce myself, right?
Yes. So go ahead.
Okay. So, hello everybody. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Janita Jackson. I am the CEO of Infinite Potential Financial Consulting, which is a company where we offer credit restoration, tax preparation. We help people start their businesses. So we do business consulting work. We also assist people with business credit, building business credit, so how to do that as well, in addition to setting up 501c3s and doing grant writing. The reason why I'm here to talk to you this morning, though, is all about credit repair. One of the things that our company believes in is definitely the process. Actually, our tagline is rebuild you while rebuilding your credit, because generally it's a process. As we rebuild you, we're talking about your mindset. We're talking about the same thing that Shamil touched on earlier. I definitely heard you earlier when you were saying that you wasn't raised in a household where they talked about credit, where they talked about how to build credit, where they taught you actually the life skills that you need in order to build and maintain good credit. And so part of our process is not only restoring your credit, repairing it, through challenging the inaccuracies that's on your credit report, it's also giving you that financial literacy piece so that once we have repaired your credit, that you have enough information and you have enough knowledge to be able to maintain those results. And for you parents out there, because I am a parent and I'll say that proudly, it's also because you can teach that skill set to your children. And so they won't be in the same position that you're in later on in life because they don't know how to build and maintain good credit either. I mean, most of us, I think we started off that story where, as soon as you turn 18 years old, they sent you those little offers in the mail for credit cards and you accepted them and you jumped on board and you thought it was play money, like Monopoly money, like, right? It wasn't real. It wasn't quite real until it started
Right.
having those real effects on your life. And that was like later on, years later, you're like, oh, you guys were serious. One of the things that we do, or one of the things that we actually do too, we have a student loan specialist that's on our staff because that's another issue that we see on a lot of credit reports. A lot of people, when you're in school, you take those student loans out and you're not really, they don't educate you on how much you're going to owe later, right? It's just like, oh, you qualify for this money. They don't even tell you that it's going to go on your credit, which I find to be hilarious. You give them your social, you give them your date of birth, you give them everything that they need to report it on your credit, but you never know the student loans are going to be on your credit report until later on in life when you're going to apply for a car or a house and they're like, oh yeah, your student loans, and you're like, my what? So
Those
we
student
do
loans,
have,
though. What? Student
yeah,
loans.
we do have
Oh.
a student loan specialist on our staff too, and what she does is she helps assist people, whether you're making payments and they're too high. If you're in default, there are several options to get you out of default. If you're in trouble with the IRS and they're going to take your return for student loans, she helps our clients and assist them in getting out of those little sticky phases that they're in.
Okay. So, first of all, like, there's so much that you do. There's so much information that I'm going to rewind a little bit just to emphasize a couple of things. I first want to just tell people how we met because I think that that's really an important part of this journey too. I do believe in things working out and, like you get what you need. And I do believe like certain things are divine, if you will. And I kind of feel like this connection was divine as well because I went searching for a credit repair specialist for y'all. Like I was hitting up people on Instagram, I was hitting up people on Facebook. Like I see you do credit, can you possibly work with my people? And then Janita messaged me because she got a message from someone else who told her I was looking. And so right then and there, I was like, oh, okay. This She found me, babe. Like we found each other in this world of all these people. And when she came to me, then that made me know that she was gonna be a great person to work with. Okay. So I think that's an important part of the story. So yes, she restores credit, and she has a student loan specialist, and she does a lot of other things. She provides a lot of other services like incorporation, taxes, nonprofit, and what were the other ones you
Business
mentioned?
credit,
Business credit,
building,
right?
and then if they have business credit and if they're having issues, we actually also do business credit repair as well.
Business credit repair. Yes. Okay. So we're going to bring all of these services to you all because all of this is what is needed for your business. But we're going to start today with this credit repair piece. So let me ask you this. What's your credit repair process like? Like, how would someone get started?
Well, we have generally a link if they know that they're ready to get started, but all of our clients either sign up for a consultation or they sign up to get started. They have to have credit monitoring. That is a part of the process because as we're trying to get items off, we need to see what's accurately reporting at that time. So all of our clients have to sign up for credit monitoring and they have to maintain it while they're in a program. Within 48 hours of them signing up, generally we start the distribution process. But in order to do that, we're going to need, of course, their name, address, their social, and we usually need two forms of identification. identification, one of them being their license and then another one being a bill. We only need that for the first round because generally the credit bureaus, they want proof of identity for the client that we're working on the behalf of. And so we generally have to send that. So what we do during the process is that we actually do factual disputing. And I do want to say this because so many people out there say, oh, you can do it by yourself. But then when you ask them, what should you do? They say, oh, you just go in there and you just say, not mine's. Not mine's is not factually disputing. Not mine's is actually one of the reasons why some people say, well, they took it off, but they put it back on because it wasn't factually disputing. Factually disputing is what we do utilizing the information where we're combating the FDCRA and the FDCP, and we're challenging the inaccuracies on your credit report. These inaccuracies could be anything from a missing number in your social security number to the debt itself not reporting correctly. Each type of debt, your student loans, your collection reports, there's a specific format that they have to report. And if anything is reporting inaccurately, we're able to challenge that. And so because of that, when we get items off, they don't come back on. And so that's a very important piece for people to know. The process usually takes around 6 months. Sometimes it could potentially take longer depending on what the client has going on. And when I say what the client has going on, if you have like repossessions, foreclosures, bankruptcies, and things of that nature, it may take an additional time length to get those particular items off. But generally our typical file, we can get it worked within a 6-month time frame. So what it looks like from your end, though, from the consumer base, once you sign up for our credit restoration program, within 48 hours, you'll receive an email letting you know that we've already sent out dispute letters. We do believe in communication. All of our clients also get access to a client portal. So you're able to see what we're doing in real time. You're able to see where your scores are and things of that matter, because to me, that's important. You're also enrolled in our nurturing campaign, which also includes 8 weeks of financial education. So you receive 2-minute videos, and they're actually sent to your phone for the first 8 weeks, in addition to emails. And what I love about our nurturing campaign is sometimes the clients actually email us, like if it's about something that's relevant to them that we're speaking on that week, and they'll ask us additional questions, and we always make sure that we get around to answering them. We also do monthly calls with our clients just to let them know what's going on. The financial literacy piece or the credit building piece is that it comes in when with our clients, we communicate with them. And in terms of that communication, credit restoration is a team building event, because generally most of our clients, especially if they have bad credit, they don't have any good items reporting. So as we're educating you, there also may be certain things that you may need to do, like we'll tell you if you need to get a secured credit card, or we'll tell you what type of credit mix you're missing in your file. And we'll also assist you with providing you with options or resources for you to add this particular type of credit to your file, which will increase your score.
All right. Yes. Okay. Just so much information. It's just so exciting. I want to just point out that the nurturing part is the nurturing campaign is so key, because it's a strategy. So credit is a strategy. And once you get the strategy down, I mean, you can make this work for you. But you have to know like how to charge your cards. You have to know, like she said, you have to have positive credit reporting. And it's great to have someone on your team that helps you to navigate all those things. Like it's important to be in the know, or to have knowledge about credit. But like I said, I preach that you let the professionals do what the professionals do. I am more than okay not being a credit repair specialist and having one on my team, because what I do, I want to be able to focus on, but I know that credit is a key part of that. So yes, that is so key. Makes me feel like in your hands, it's a holistic system. Like it's a holistic approach. Like this is not just let's clean your credit so you can get these things done. No, this is let's set up your credit for life. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need it again and again and again.
Yes, definitely.
It's not just about being an auto dealer and having good credit. It's also about, you're going to want to buy a new house. If you already have a house, you're going to want to buy, your kids may need to go to college, or maybe they need something like having good credit comes up in so many different spaces. Having certain kind of credit cards for your business, which is something that I talk about later, with my clients, like having certain credit cards that give you rewards, travel, all these things that you use anyway. I mean, it's a whole system. So I know I'm going off track a little bit, but I was excited about just that holistic, the nurturing campaign. That is all that. Okay. I love it. Okay. So I'm sure everybody is like, okay, yeah. How much?
I know, right? So the way that our program works, it's actually $249 to get started, and then it's
wait. What? It's only what?
it's $249. It's $249 to get started.
It's only $249 to get started.
Yeah, it's only
what?
two. Yeah. It's $249 to get started, and then 30 days after that, and that actually covers us doing the credit analysis. That covers us sending them the report on the areas that we need to be working on, and that also covers us getting started. So after 30 days has passed, 30 days after they get started, then the monthly reoccurring fee is $99. So
okay, and so monthly reoccurring fee does what? What does that cover?
That covers us continuing to work on the file. That covers us. I mean, it really just covers everything. That covers them getting the continuation of the emails. That covers them being able to have access to us. All of my clients have access to us at any time. So if they're getting ready to make a financial decision, like one of my favorite clients, literally, he was married, getting ready to have a baby, and he called me and he said, "Hey, can I get an appointment to talk to you?" And he wanted to talk to me because he wanted to just ask me about, where he was with his credit and in his journey, and what did I feel about him going out to finance furniture. Well, in his particular case, that was awesome for him to be able to do, because it was only going to increase his score by adding that particular type of installment credit to his score. So clients have access to us to be able to ask those additional questions. And I loved him as a client because he utilized us, to the full capacity. So it covers them being able to have access to us just to ask those questions if they don't know and they're getting ready to make a financial decision, in addition to covering us going through the disputation process and continuing to work on their file to get those negative items off.
So you mean to tell me that paying you means that I can call my credit specialist and consult on how I'm using my credit?
Yeah. That's definitely what we do.
What? Like, yes, that's what you need in your life. You need to call somebody who is a friend before you go to them and they be like, "Oh, yeah, you're approved. We'll give you whatever." You need to say, "Yes. Is this something I should do? Does this help me or does this harm me?"
Yes.
Because just because it's something you can do doesn't mean it's something you should do.
Yes.
Right? Man, that's amazing. And it's only $99 for the month.
Right.
And so it's $249 to start, and then it's $99 to continue. And then about how long? You said 6 months, right?
6 months. And we do not, the way that we go, we don't have like a set contract, so our clients are not locked in the contract. So as soon as we get them to where they're comfortable with the results from their credit, then they could just stop services.
Okay. And so it's not a long-term contract, it's month to month.
Yes.
I mean, that's all the stuff that people like. Like, let me get what I need, then when I need you again, I'll pay you again.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So next question is, does it work? Like, yeah, you're saying you have clients, but tell us some success stories.
Well, my favorite client is actually one of my success stories. But I did have a client, he's a truck driver from Florida. And when he came to me, he was in the low 500s. And I mean, I've never seen somebody that almost had matching scores across all three bureaus, but he had matching scores across all three bureaus. And he came to me in, I want to say November of last year. As of July of this year, he is now all the way in the 700s. All three bureaus, 722, 781, 766. So he literally went from not being able to buy a house, not being able to, fund a business, to he pretty much has the credit to do whatever he wants to in life. And when I tell you that he is so proud, the transformation for me was the biggest thing, because when he came, a lot of people were ashamed if we have bad credit. And I mean, I get it, no judgment, but we're ashamed. It's almost just like when somebody wants to run your credit, it's just like, oh gosh,
Right.
I don't want you to see, because I don't want you to judge what I've done. But just watching the transformation with him, for me, was the biggest thing, because now he's just confident. I love my credit. I read all the emails. He's educated, he's empowered in his financial life and with his lifestyle. And so for me, that's a huge thing. So that's one. Another one of my clients was a single mom. She had 2 kids, and she actually came to me in the 400s, and she wanted to purchase a home. So we were able to take her from the 400s to being able to qualify for her home, which she purchased. It was like roughly around 2 years ago, she purchased her home.
Oh, wow.
So just being able to empower her. More recently, one of my more recent clients, same thing, she came to me just wanting to improve her score. Also, she was married at the time, going through a divorce. I mean, I think for women, these pieces are just so intricate, because when you're going through divorce, you're going through a lot. She's going through divorce, had small children, but she also had bad credit. And so when her husband, he canceled the lease to wherever they were living, she had to find some place to stay. Well, initially she wasn't able to find a place to stay when we first started, but she went from not being able to qualify for a home for her and her boys to now being able to live in Sandy Springs, Georgia, which I'm pretty sure is a pretty affluent area that she got approved for. Yeah, she got approved to live in a pretty affluent area, and that was because the increase in her credit report. So I definitely do believe what Shamil was saying in terms of, it's not even just really about your business, it's about your lifestyle. Because with good credit, if something is going on with your vehicle, you can go get your new car, and you don't have to worry about your interest rates. You can go get a home. You don't have to worry about your interest rates. You can go get a loan for your business if that's what you need. You can get that additional funding you need. And it's all just interwoven. I mean, if you're trying to pay for a wedding, you can get a loan to pay for a wedding. It's just so many different things. Your children's education, it just opens up the doorway to so many different things. It's almost like having the ultimate key. And that's essentially what we're trying to bring to you today. If you don't have it, if you've been saying, hey, I really want to go forward with this auto dealer school, I'm really passionate about my destiny, but the one thing holding you up is your credit, you actually are in the best hands ever to be with somebody who said, you know what, I care about having all of these pieces together so that I can empower my tribe. And I know she loves what she does, and she's so passionate about you guys. So I know you guys have to be pretty awesome.
Oh, thanks. Like, I'm glad you added that in there. Because I do. Like, I love the people I work with. I really do. I love all the people in this group. Like, I love being able to give you tools, because this is the stuff that changes lives.
Yes.
Okay. The business one, okay, being an auto dealer changed my life for the better, like 10 times. And then to have better credit, and then to buy a nice home. Like, come on, people, let's live this life, right? Like, let's live it completely and to the fullest. And, there's things that I still want to do in my life. Like, I understand, and in my business, I understand that you should use other people's money. But because I don't understand how to do that effectively, but now I have a credit specialist in my corner, and I will be signing up with Janita as well. Now I have someone who I can call and say, yes, how do I structure this so that it's beneficial? Because having credit is not just a piggy bank, it's a tool, and you still have to have the income. Okay. But if you're an auto dealer, you'll have the income, especially if you're an auto dealer working with me, you'll have the income. So now let's get your credit together. Man, all right. So any questions, anybody? Y'all are so quiet, or can I not see the questions? You have questions and I'm not seeing them. You have any questions about the credit repair process? Because I'm asking what I think you would want to know, but I don't really know exactly what you want to know unless you tell me. So anyone, and I understand that it's touchy. You might not want to know, you might not want to let people know that you're watching and that you might need this. I get that, because I get that. I'm not even gonna say anything else about it. I get it. It's embarrassing. It's like, hey, I'm interested in credit repair. I need credit repair. But let me just tell you, I think people at all levels in life need credit repair. I think people with a 700 credit score need a credit consultant. This is just an extra tool to help you to maximize the use of your credit. So this is not just, oh, okay, I have bad credit, I want to make it better. This is, I want to utilize my credit to the fullest. So ask your questions. If you want to email me later because you want to remain private, that's okay. You can email me at hello@autodealerbschool.com, and we can go like that. Like, you don't have to, if you're like, yeah, I'm just not really feeling being outed like that. I get it. Okay. You don't even have to go through that. But I do want to make sure you get your questions answered, because we have our credit specialist. She has arrived. Okay. All right. So since I don't see any questions right now, is there something I should be asking you about the credit repair process that I haven't?
I think we pretty much covered it all, like getting started, the process. One of the things that I did want to include, though, that we do ask our clients to do, a lot of times you are sent collection letters in the mail, and we also have an attorney on our staff. So when with our clients, when they get those letters in the mail, they send them to us. You can scan them, you can email them. If you want our fax number, you can fax them, but you get them to us. And what we do is we have our attorney review those letters just to make sure that your rights were not violated. Believe it or not, a lot of collection agencies, because most people don't know what their rights are, and they're sending them to your home, and either you don't open them, you throw them away, you burn them, you don't read them. Some credit collection companies actually are violating your rights. And if they are caught with a violation, our attorney actually does go and they do a lawsuit on your behalf. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it's actually $1,000 per violation. So we've actually had clients to get, like, I think one of our clients got $2,000 on one occasion because two different collection agencies violated her rights in the letters that they sent. So when we say that it's definitely a teamwork process, it's definitely a teamwork process. And then also, as you get the results from the credit bureaus that are sent to you, we also do ask that you get those results to us. So when you get the report from TransUnion, from Equifax, from Experian, in the mail, letting you know what's been deleted, what's still on there, what happened, we do request that all of our clients send that information to us, just so we can notate it in our system and have it for our records, and also so it will equip us with being able to know what we need to do next in terms of steps to take, because if we disputed something and they updated it instead of deleting it, okay, then we know that this is what we need to do next on the next round with the credit bureaus in order to be able to fight best for you, because that's what we do. It's just like a knockout fight.
What? Right. So you mean to tell me, let me recap this. So you mean to tell me that you can owe somebody and then they send you a letter and they violate your rights and they can end up paying you?
Yeah, definitely. It does happen.
What? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
And usually if they have to pay them, it's easier for us to get it off too. I will say that.
Wow. Yeah. Sign me up. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I know I probably sound like I'm like exaggerating this, but I am legit excited about this opportunity. Like, this woman got it all covered. Like, really, an attorney on staff, student loan specialist. You know how many people are struggling with student loans right now?
Yeah.
Okay, a student loan specialist. Yes, get that score up to 680 at least. I say 680 because I know that that's where the game changes. That's where it starts to change. Right. So and it seems pretty attainable. 680. But yes, get that score up as high as you can, and get this business started, or get more funding for this business. Get your floor plan. Get your so you can buy more inventory, get your line of credit so that if for whatever reason business is slow, you still have money to feed into your business, to pay your expenses, etc. Like, it's time to get your credit together. Let's get your whole life together. It's not just about selling cars and making money. It's about having your whole life in together and controlled. Okay. So I really think that's all I have. If y'all have any more questions, do let me know. Like I say, you can email me privately because I get it. Okay, I totally get it. You can email me at hello@autodealerbschool.com. I have a link in the description so you can fill in your information so that I can pass it on to Janita so she can get you started. Um, and you'll be working with Janita. I'm not a credit repair specialist, so you will not be working with me on this. But once you are ready to work with me to build up your dealership, I'm here. And then you'll have your score and you'll be getting your bond. You'll be ready to go because the goal is for you to be licensed. I know there are other programs that make it easier for you to get in, but to be honest, like getting your license is the way to go. So let's get you in a position where you can get your license. It costs you the least amount possible,
Yes.
and you can put all the safety nets in place so that you're not stressed out when you start this business. You got your coach to get you to your profit, and you got your credit repair specialist to make sure your credit is straight. Okay, money, money, and money. All I got to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, do you have any closing remarks? Because I'm still not getting any comments.
Have the link, so they want to get to you. I know that you'll get that information over to me and we could go ahead and get them started. I do want to speak on briefly. I definitely understand what you say with bonding, because we have bonds in our industry too, and it works the same way. So the difference between a low credit score and a high credit score going for a bond is generally, it could be like up to like $3,000 in our industry. So
7,000 was
see,
the quote I got with my bad credit for
yeah,
a
so
bond.
you're literally saving thousands of dollars by increasing your credit score, in addition to positioning yourself to be able to do the things that you need in life. So if you need us, we're definitely here and we're definitely ready to help you rebuild you while you're rebuilding your credit.
Yes. Okay. Look, that sounds like a cute commercial. We're definitely here to help you rebuild you while you're rebuilding. I love it. Okay. All right. So CEOs, you got it now. Here's the credit repair specialist. Her name is Janita Jackson. She works with the Auto Dealer Business School. So you can feel confident that this is a good reference or referral. Now, of course, if you find someone you jive with a little more, then by all means, the point is to get to your credit to where it needs to be. Okay, I thought that it was a great idea to have a partner in the credit business, and this is our partner. So you're going to see more of Janita because we're going to talk more about taxes, all the other services she provides, taxes, business setup, incorporation, business credit, etc. So, yeah, let me know if you have any questions. And Janita, I'm excited to see who all you are able to work with and who all you're able to help.
I'm excited too. That's the most fun part. And
Yes.
and if you guys want to, I guess, see results or just more so see for yourself, you're more than welcome. Infinite Potential Financial Consulting does have a Facebook page. You guys can go on there and just check out the page. We do credit tips. I do lives, going over different topics as they relate to credit every week. So you guys are more than welcome to go over there and then just check us out. But we are looking forward to helping some of you on your journey, and I'm looking forward to you guys being able to excel in your auto business schools.